James Harden, he hasn't shown up to training camp yet. He actually just reported, but he has to sit out until I think he has
6 days straight.
Yeah, 5 or 6 negative consecutive tests. So to make sure he doesn't have COVID. So they're being extra cautious with this, which I respect. They should be. And I think in this whole situation, James Harden looks really bad. Because not only does he look bad because he didn't show up to training camp on time, which that's his job, but I think he looks bad because he was caught on camera. he was caught on camera partying with Lil Baby, and I know that's his friend, and they're homies and stuff. But at the end of the day, I think it shows irresponsibility on James Harden's part. I think so. It shows irresponsibility. We're in a pandemic. We're in a global pandemic. And you're going out partying when you know you're playing in a league where you guys have to be extra cautious about who you surround yourself with. Texas has over 1 million cases and 20,000 deaths. So you're being irresponsible going out to a party, and because you were outside, they have to be extra cautious with you. The team does, so you don't spread COVID to your teammates. So now you have to sit out. He's going to miss this week of training camp, and the preseason's coming up. The regular season is coming up. You only have about a week to prepare now. You just added John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins. Harden wanted John Wall. He preferred John Wall over Russell Westbrook. So you got him. They come, and now you're not ready to get it going for you guys to build some rapport and some chemistry. I think this was just showed a lot of irresponsibility and a lack of compassion for your teammates and your new coach, who has to deal with all these questions about you now.
I want to say this. For starters, I noticed the continuity the Rockets are building without James Harden. I noticed John Wall, Boogie, they're all getting right for training camp, so shout out to them. Boogie looks a lot thinner, too. Looks like he's in basketball shape. He looks good. For James Harden, I think this just shows he doesn't want to be here. I think this obviously, like, the front office should look this as a sign, like, yo, get him out of here. He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't seem to care. It shows lack of loyalty, lack of commitment to this organization. He clearly has given up on this organization. He doesn't want to be here no more. His preferred spots are now, I think, the Nets. Miami has become
the Bucks, the Nets,
Bucks.
Philly.
Yeah, I think Miami has become a number one destination. The Nets are talking about they won't trade. No, Houston's talking about if it's not Kyrie or KD, we don't want to trade. So I would trade Harden for Kyrie.
I would trade Kyrie for Harden.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I would in a heartbeat.
And if you do that, I don't even think you need to give up that many picks.
You don't. You give up Kyrie straight up like 3-4 picks.
Oh no, I think you give up like 1 or 2 most.
I mean,
Houston's
gonna milk it. So, but I think to give up Kyrie, okay, it's Kyrie and 2 picks, whatever. It's Kyrie. Like, come on, like, but.
I wouldn't say it's just Kyrie, but
no,
Harden makes them better.
Yeah, Harden's it's literally 2 tiers. It's a superstar and an all-star. So in my opinion, I think so. Kyrie top 15 player, Harden's borderline top 5. So you make the switch regardless of anything. But yeah, this shows in my opinion he doesn't want to be here anymore. So I think Houston's best bet is to trade him. Like, trade him now before the season so you can get guys in there so you can still see if you're a playoff team, you know? See if you can still make a run. I think getting Kyrie would be dumb, though, because they have John Wall now. So I think Philly or Milwaukee, maybe. I don't know what Milwaukee would give up. But I think
Milwaukee can't. They gave up all their picks.
Yeah, so they don't. I think Miami or Philly would probably be the best destinations at this point right now, and I think you should make that. You should start making those calls to get him out of there because he obviously seems like little baby's party is more important than training camp with the guys and being safe. So he's clearly not committed to this organization.
You talk about commitment, and I think he's not only committed to the Rockets, but I think this shows that he's not committed to winning.
Oh.
It shows he's not committed to winning. You come off a loss against LeBron and the Lakers, and instead of being in the gym and trying to get everything right and trying to make a championship run, you look like you don't care. Regardless of where you're at, I know he doesn't want to be in Houston, but you still have to take it as though you're trying to go compete for a championship. Because this roster, even though I would say there are Westbrook left, and so did Covington. But I think this roster, it's about the same as last year's or a little bit slightly better. It definitely has a higher ceiling than last year's roster. And you don't want to go and you don't want to try to get everything right to compete for a championship, I think it shows that he doesn't have a commitment to winning. You don't see Westbrook doing that.
No,
Chris Paul wouldn't do that. And we seen James Harden is best friends with Russell Westbrook. Yet, he wanted Russell Westbrook out after the season. He preferred John Wall over Russell Westbrook. And there was a report that Russell Westbrook he challenged James Harden earlier in the year.
He did, yeah. That's the
character.
So
that's something that it's just something that you have to take into account. That James Harden, it just doesn't seem like he's committed to winning. You look at the top superstars in the league. Giannis wouldn't do what he did. LeBron definitely wouldn't do what he did. KD wouldn't do what he did.
Steph a family man.
Steph wouldn't do what he did. Just go down a list of the top 10 superstars in the league. Dame,
nope.
They wouldn't do what James Harden did. They wouldn't do that. So that's why I think it shows a lack of a commitment to winning and to trying to get over the hump, which is what's missing in his career to this point.
And it's funny that you say that because LeBron is actually like best friends with Drake and stuff like that, and Dame is best friends with like Lil Wayne and stuff. And you would think they would go out, but they don't. They're in the gym working because they want to win. LeBron just came off a championship, and he still wants to win. And I think with James Harden, you got to look at it. Westbrook just got traded. He's in the gym working. You see, he's working, trying to get better, trying to improve. Chris Paul, he's in the gym with the young guys, trying to get better, trying to improve. And you're just out here with little baby. Mind you, little baby's gonna party all month. You can wait. Like you can wait. Like you wouldn't ball him a car full of honey buns. Like I don't know what type of gift that is, but you gotta just, if you're gonna do something like that, you can't even hide that because you're James Harden. People are gonna record that and people are gonna put you on the media. But you gotta be better. You gotta be better. You gotta. If you want to win, you have to show the commitment to want to win. You know, you have to want it. Giannis is talking about he wants to win. You see his commitment. He's in the gym. He wants to win. You have to want to win. And I don't think James Harden wants to win as bad as these other superstars in the league. I think he just wants to be known as the best player who's never won a ring. I think he's okay with being the best player who's never won. Because right now, I think we can all agree he's probably the best player who's never won a ring.
Karl Malone is there.
Okay, yeah, debatable, but I would go Harden. But all right, debatable, yeah. Karl Malone, John Stockton, but Harden. So like you got
Malone's second all time in points though.
Yeah, okay. Like James Harden put up 36 in the season, but I mean, yeah, like we can go back and forth with him and Karl Malone.
I don't know if Harden is okay with it, but I think that
I don't want to say he's okay.
He doesn't want to be. It's weird because he doesn't want to be labeled that. He wants a championship, but he's not willing to make the sacrifices in order to do so. That's what I think is kind of weird about him.
He wants to win a championship his way, and if it's not his way, he's okay with not winning. And I think Miami would be a great place to change his mindset because I think not only would Jimmy Butler challenge him, I think he's going to make him a better player. And I know that's weird to say because James Harden's the better player, but it's the intangibles, and I think Jimmy Butler can put that in him.
I think James Harden can be the best player on the team, but he's not a leader.
Yeah.
They have whatever team he's on, there has to be a leader. And I think two years ago, that was Chris Paul. If he goes to Miami, that's Jimmy Butler. So he needs somebody like that to try to get him into the right track and actually, try to win a championship. Because him on the East with Bam and Butler, I think that's a championship team.
No, it is. I would put them solely at number one.
Even though there's a bunch of Heat fans that don't even want to trade Tyler Herro for him.
They're delusional. They think he's going to be Michael Jordan. I don't get it, but whatever. I mean, I do say Westbrook was challenging James Harden. I felt like James Harden didn't respect him enough. I feel like with Jimmy Butler just doing what he did, I feel like he will be more respected to hear Jimmy Butler and let him be challenged. Because now he would not only be challenged by Jimmy Butler, he's going to get challenged by Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley. So if you get challenged from top to bottom, you have to listen at some point.